Bronco gang, where's your flag? Bronco gang, where's your flag? Bronco gang, rep that. Bronco gang, rep that. Bronco gang, we rep that. Bronco gang, Bronco gang, where's your flag? Right here. Bronco gang, where's your flag? Bronco gang, rep that. Bronco gang, we rep that. Bronco gang, we rep that. Bronco gang.
Hey everyone, this is Jared here. Turbidays here. Wanted to talk about the Texans game that the Broncos are going to have to play this Sunday. It's going to be an early game, 12 noon my time, Central Time. And it's kind of nice to see an early game. Most of the time it's in the afternoon. I have no problem with it. I'm so used to seeing the Viking games at 12 noon, and then it's always the Broncos right after that. So looking forward to that. I think we shouldn't have a problem beating them. I shouldn't say that, because every time I say that I eat my words and it becomes a lot more difficult of a game than what I expect. Like I said it for the Titans, then Titans were up 21-10. Then I've said it for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Blackmon gets like 180 yards receiving. So I want them to kill the Texans, and they are still a threat. Let's be clear about that. They got J.J. Watt, J.J. Swat. They have Andre Johnson and Arian Foster, who's always a fantasy football favorite. You know, gets like 30, 40 points for fantasy football owners, you know, the past number of years. So they're still effective. I don't know. I think their record, I want to say this so it'll help us. I think their record doesn't meet they are actually really good, and I think they're underrated. I don't know why their season's going so bad and dismal. They should have beat the New England Patriots like we should have beat them, but didn't end up winning it. So we have a lot on the line these next 2 weeks, against the Texans and the Raiders. So we have a lot to prove, and I want to kick the crap out of the Raiders. See this regular season strong, and hopefully we don't injure our key players in the process of these next 2 weeks, our starters. And there's always a thing where we rest our starters and all that. If the lead gets huge, like whatever, 50-10, we can rest them. That's fine. Get Brock Osweiler in there, and if it's like the third or fourth quarter, I'm not a big fan of conservatism or whatever. It seems like the times that the teams want to rest their starters is the times that they lose in the playoffs. And for some reason, winning or having them play each week ends up getting them to the Super Bowl and end up winning it all. Like the New York Giants, for example, they didn't have no first round bye week. So, and that's the big thing too. I would like to have the first round bye week. Home field throughout the playoffs. A lot of people are like, "Oh gosh, we have to have it." Well, to me, the first round bye to me is more important than the home field advantage. But it would be nice to have. I'm not going to say it would not be important, because it is in its own sense. I thought we were going to totally give it away, but Miami ended up redeeming themselves and beating the New England Patriots for the first time since 2009, which I was surprised by. I thought they beat them a little. They almost had a couple times, I think, previously that they should have beat them, but the New England Patriots ended up getting away from that. So, and it seems like Rob Gronkowski, his absence is doing having a big effect on their team, just like normal. And with the Ravens, it looks like they are. Oh yeah, that's a big thing. Ravens are playing the Patriots, so I can't wait to watch that game, because no matter what, it's a win-win for me. Because if the Ravens lose, they're not in the playoffs right now, and if the Patriots lose, if the Patriots lose, then it'll be just better for us for getting home field advantage. So it's a win-win, baby. It's fantastic. And I believe, if I look here, The if the Broncos clinch the AFC West division in a first round bye, which I care about, with a Denver win and a Kansas City loss. And then, which they are going to be playing the Indianapolis Colts, which is a team that's going to be, I believe, in the playoffs, and they aren't a pushover team. You know, we lost to them, so have fun with that one, Kansas City. Andrew Luck's for real, you know, so he's not, you know, he is really good. And, you know, they're going to want to look good for the playoffs, too, and they want to have a good end to their season. Denver clinches a home field advantage throughout the playoffs with a Kansas City loss and a New England loss or tie. So, Raven fans, you're doing us a favor for getting if you beat New England. So, that will definitely help a great deal for us. So, we'll see how it goes, and I would like to see you not in the playoffs, Raven fans. And I thought you guys weren't going to be in the playoffs. Well, I said I was thinking you would be in the playoffs, but not make it that far into the playoffs. So, but you know, I was kind of surprised. I watched the game last night, Lions Ravens. I was surprised the Lions didn't beat you guys, because the first drive was really awesome for them, and I can't believe they ended up losing it. Calvin Johnson with no drop, you know, with his drop passes and all. Kind of sad to see. You know, he had, what, 1,800 to 2,000 yards last year for a wide receiver. But anyways, I digress. The Broncos, I'm looking forward to. I want to see them beat the Texans. Houston's not an easy team to beat, or at Houston especially. You know, everyone was thinking the Texans were going to be much better the beginning of this year, and then they dwindled away with Matt Schaub, who, like Stephen Rose says, he's not that great at all. I don't know why they kept him, but now they finally got rid of him, and they're going for that number 1 pick, and it's pretty sad when, you know, the Jaguars end up beating you. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's like, what, 13 in a row? It'll make it 13 in a row if it's possible. So, Stephen Rose, if you want to send me a bet, you sure can. I don't expect you to send me anything, or end up accepting any sort of bet. It could be $20, could be $50, up to $50. Make me a video response. It's all good. Bronco fans were doing fantastic. You know, the Chargers game sucked. I only could watch the fourth quarter, and I got to see Peyton Manning have tons of time in the backfield, and he ends up going to the left, and it hits his arm, and the ball is like, I could have caught that thing, no problem whatsoever. It was so high, right to the Charger players. So it was kind of like the ball going to Terrace Knight in a few weeks back. Anyone could have caught that. So he needs to throw it out of bounds or take the sack or something, because interceptions aren't turnovers, especially in field goal range, isn't gonna help one bit. So, but this is a short little video. You know, go Broncos, mile high, salute. See you guys later. We ride together, we die together, we never give up.